I never made a secret my intention for playing Panderia, and I will tell it to you right now. I want to make a series of content, a series of streams and videos where I am gonna farm 24 tokens, 2 years of WoW subscription in Panderia. And I am gonna do that through GDKPs. That is my goal with Mr. Panderia. It is not killing a raid, it is not getting a certain item level, it is not even getting a good parse. I wanna get 24 tokens. And when I am done with that, I am probably not gonna play anymore. But then again, from my perspective, GDKPs are actually a positive for Panderia. Not in the serious sense of it is actually fun for the game, but more in the sense that I have a financial incentive, so to speak, to play Panderia. If I'm being honest with you, I was gonna play Panderia for a month, maybe, and then I would have gotten bored and quit, like I did with Cataclysm when we cleared the entire raid and we were bored. I did retail raiding back in the day, I thought it was fine, but it is not my cup of tea, and we got TBC coming, and as much as I think Panderia is a solid expansion and the class design, especially of the Hunter, is very good, Panderia cannot hold a candle to TBC in my heart. I am sorry guys, it just can't. But this entire thing that got me thinking, actually I was in Scotty J's stream a while ago, and he told me paying for a sub is a fool's errand. Just go do a GDKP in Cataclysm and get the gold. That's where I got the inspiration to do a GDKP arc, so to speak. I'm gonna make like 3-4 characters and I'm just gonna farm GDKPs all day. But even me, a person who is not for GDKPs, I do not have strong feelings for GDKPs. My criticism on GDKPs has always been that if they are allowed in the game, I will only do GDKPs because they are too good, they are too efficient, and it makes anything else pointless. But for Panderia, this is the first time I am found in a position where I look at GDKPs and I think, damn, if it wasn't for GDKPs, I probably would not play Panderia. And I kind of understand why people want GDKPs. I never claimed to say that I do not understand why people like GDKPs. I made an entire video back in the day, like 2 months ago, when Greek Warrior was in like the entire banning arc, that entire thing, you know, that whole drama. I made a video on GDKPs that sometimes something is too good, and when something is too good, it is bad for the balance of the game, and social practices can also be too good. It is mainly about social gameplay. The social interactions are the gameplay for me. That's the entire entertainment I get out of WoW. And if it is unbalanced, and yes, you can balance for social interaction in a game, depending on how you design the game and how people play the game, you can create certain interactions, certain people will hang out with each other and so forth. I thought GDKPs were overpowered. I thought GDKPs needed a nerf. Yeah, I know. That could be another video all on its own. But then again, would I want, because we got a Classic Plus, right? Classic Plus is coming and they put the survey out. They are gonna put the token in. Let's be honest guys, they put the token in the survey. The token is there. Half my comments are people that want the token because they would rather pay money to not play a video game. It is cooked. We are getting the token. Enough of you people want it that it's gonna be a problem. So they are gonna do it. You give them an inch and they're gonna take a mile. I don't want to see you complain in the future about the next thing they do. They are gonna do something else, you know that. But can you imagine a world with the token and without GDKPs? I think, ironically, that would put a lot more power on the swipers. A token in Cataclysm is about 20-something thousand gold right now. It is probably going up. At the end of the expansion it goes up. When Panderia launches, the token crashes in value because everybody wants gold to make their professions and whatnot. That's a good lesson for you people. You want to make money early on so you can buy tokens. There will be an absolute gigantic barrier between the people that spend, I don't know, $80 on a token at the start of the expansion on several tokens and the people that don't. What's that, like 4 tokens, 100,000 gold, whatever the equivalent is going to be for Panderia? That's going to be a lot of gold. They're going to be full profession geared and everything like that. And granted, Panderia doesn't have the same problem as vanilla where money is direct power. Consumables are very affordable. We got the feast, we got the flask feast thingy, whatever, that pot. So it is not gonna be the end of the world in that sense, but there is a lot of those people out there. Like, as much as I hate looking at like pay to win in a video game and I hate microtransactions, I understand that if you're a first worlder and you are a grown man about my age, maybe a little older, like 30, lot of you are single, lot of you are living alone, lot of you got a lot of money and you play WoW, so you probably don't go out, you probably don't spend money on many things. So spending $80 on your hobby, your main hobby, your main entertainment is not a crazy amount of money. Like, it boggles my mind to see somebody spending $80 on gold. It will always do it. Maybe if I were American, that wouldn't be a crazy number for me to think about it. But hey, how many people spend $80 on like drinking in a weekend or two? And in that scenario, with the token, the GDKP creates a bit of an incentive, a bit of a way to funnel money from the swipers into the non-swipers. And that's something I acknowledged. Over the last 2 years, I changed my mind on GDKPs a lot, on the economical impact. This is something that I thought GDKPs were net negative for the economy. I tend to have a more balanced approach to it. I see they hurt the economy as much as they help it in a lot of ways. And I do see that. They make the raiding extremely hostile to new players, and that's still a problem. But being able to balance swipers from non-swipers, being able to get non-swipers a way to take gold from the whales and funnel it into the economy is a good thing. I always said that the old Albion Online, I used to play Albion Online a lot. I even had a Albion Online channel back in like 2 years ago. You could buy any gear you wanted if you bought gold, but you could just get out to the city and a Venezuelan with 3 friends who could kill you and take all your stuff. So if you swiped, eventually your stuff would funnel into everybody else. And I do see now that GDKPs are the equivalent of that in World of Warcraft. But having that said, and saying that I will play Panderia in a somewhat serious manner for a while just to get 24 tokens, is not me trying to say that GDKPs are something that I love. Quite the contrary. I think that the value of GDKPs to me, especially outside of vanilla where you do not really need gold, the only value I could see in GDKPs, and the token for that matter, is when it is on a game mode I do not particularly care about too much. If they shut down Panderia tomorrow, they say we're not doing Panderia, I would be bummed out. Yeah, I would be like, that's stupid, what the hell? I wouldn't cry home about it. If they do that to my TVC, I will get somebody's head rolling. That's my entire point of this video. I think the people that really want GDKPs, the people that strongly feel about GDKPs, I can finally get their perspective now. And I think the real perspective of people that want GDKPs are people that are on their last legs on their will to play the game. I don't mean to be pejorative about it. We are all on that phase at some point. We're all burnt out or tired of the game at some point. And yeah, I think a lot of people are feeling that way. They are feeling vanilla fatigue. We had vanilla for 5 years. We had Sol, Som, Anniversary, the classic proper. People went through the motions of the vanilla world like 20 million times. And if you're kinda tired and you don't care about anything, GDKP is artificially reducing your time playing the game because you don't have to farm gold anymore. Yep, I think GDKPs would be like a life support line for the game. I still believe that GDKPs are extremely toxic for new players. I think they make it almost impossible for a truly new player, a person that is literally new, trying to get into the game, trying to learn and be better. It makes the game a lot more hard to get into for those people. It makes the game a lot more harder for those people to get into a raid. And I will always prioritize getting new players over retaining the new ones. But hey, we're not getting any younger. People are living the game every day. It's been around for 20 years. Who am I to say? It is a sad state of affairs. No, I would not like to see GDKPs coming to Anniversary. No, I would not like to see GDKPs coming to TBC. But I will leave a caveat. If they do put the token in the game, and there is a non-zero chance they do it for TBC thanks to you people in the comments, you know who you are. Yeah, if they put the token, put GDKPs in the game back. I hope I wasn't too depressing to you. I know I'm gonna get people mad in both sides because I am challenging the narrative of the anti-GDKPs as much as the pro-GDKP people. And I do know that a lot of people out there do not care for the social aspects of WoW. Personally, I feel there is 1,000 better MMOs even, or games to play if you don't care about meeting other people. Age of Empires 2, the best game ever made. But I wanted to share you my bit of game perspective on the entire GDKP debacle. By the way, this Friday we're gonna do something actually exciting. We're gonna go on stream. I am gonna link my Twitch in the description too. And we're gonna get a Pokemon YouTuber, PokePerry, who has now come to WoW. And Scotty J himself will run him through pet battles. We're gonna get our Pokemon expert reacting to what pet battles in Panderia are. Are pet battles a real, legitimate, competitive pet battle? Or are they just a gimmick that doesn't deserve your time? There is only one way to know, and God only knows that we are not gonna get an impartial opinion from me or from anybody else. So that's gonna be really funny. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching!